Hello, I'm Yogesh Padsala, founder of 90daysincomechallenge.com, kingresponse.com and many other internet programs. And I want to talk to you about the importance of learning and implementing the time management skills to take your business to the next level or to enhance your life overall. You see, if you study the biography or autobiographies of all successful people, you will see one common thread, the common thing in all of those successful people, and then they all were the great time manager, because they recognize that the time management is life management. It is a personal management. And I want to make one point clear, that we cannot manage the time. Time cannot be managed. All we can do is manage our activities, our efficiency of our activities in the given time. So anytime I use the word time management, then I don't mean to go there and manage the time. What I mean is managing our activities in the given time. Okay? Now, according to World Health Organization, average life of human being is 71 years. Now, it depends on where countries and many other factors, but on average, it's 71 years. So if you are 30-year-old, then you have left 492 months left to live, or 15,000 days left to live. Now, I don't want to mean to scare you away, but hey, let's face it, we cannot run away from reality. The truth is, we don't have a whole lot of times. We have limited time. We are not gonna live here forever. So any days that you waste, you will never get it back. So I hope that you value the importance of managing the time that you have. Time management can allow to increase the value of your contribution to your life, to your family, to your company, to your business. You see, and when you contribute more, your self-esteem goes up. You feel like you are a winner. Your reward, either tangible or intangible, is directly determined by the quality of your service, according to the law of sowing and reaping. And time management allows you to sow more and better, so that you can reap more and better. Time management allows you to work smarter rather than harder. Activity will keep you busy, but productivity will get you results. Activity will consume time. Productivity will free the time. So you see, time management is absolutely essential if you want to expand your business and want to take your business to the next level. I will give a very simple yet powerful and effective strategy which you can start using straight away. I call it RAC method, which is simply stands for record, analyze and change. Step 1, record. When you wake up tomorrow morning or when you start your day, you take a paper or notepad and start writing down all the activities that you do throughout the day, and when you started and when you finished and how long you took, and have you got any distractions or not. You make this kind of note of these details. So let's say you took 15 minutes to dress up, or you took 20 minutes for breakfast, or you took 30 minutes to drive to the work, or took half an hour or 1 hour on Facebook. You write literally as many things as possibly you can on piece of paper. Now, if you are CEO or in a higher authority positions, then you hire somebody to watch over you and write it down, note of what you are doing. We call it time log or time sheet. So that is step 1. Easy, you can do it. It's not a big difficult thing. Step 2, analyze. You can do this on daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. In daily basis, at the end of the day, you can take your time log and look at your time log. Identify 5 time wasting activities that you did. At this point, you should have your goal ready. You should be absolutely crystal clear the purpose, the results that you are expecting. And based upon your goal, you can judge whether this activity is important and this activity was not important. You identify those 5 time wasting activities. When I was starting doing myself, then I shocked, because I would spend about 80% of my time doing activities that were not contributing my major goal. So you see, what a waste of time. And by doing this method, we can get analysis, we can get a log, we can get report what's going on, where is our time going. So 2 steps, very easy. First step is just to record all the activities you do, and second thing is just analyze at the end of the day, few minutes, 5 minutes or something like that. Alright, so now step 3, that's change. Once you identify those time wasting activities, so now you say no to those activities anytime that arise in the future, because everything is part of the routine. So if you are doing certain kind of activity, there is most chance that they will arise again in the future, and in that case you say no to those activities. Now this last step is very important. I want to go into the details. What you can do is you can make a list of all the activities that you need to do in a day. Make a to-do list so that you know exactly what you have to work. And then second, you arrange according to the priorities. Setting priority is in the heart of time management. Very important. Putting first things first is vitally important. Decide what's most important, then what's less most important, then arrange them according to the priorities. Setting priority is so important. So I want to tell you a short story. There were a professor standing in front of the class, and he wanted to explain his student to the importance of setting priorities and time management. So what he did is he put a jar on a table, and then he put the fist side rows in the jar, and he asked student, is the jar full? Student said yes, jar is full. Then he went under the table and grabbed the box of pebbles and poured the pebbles into the jar. The pebbles just rolled over to the spaces between rocks. And then he asked again, is the jar full now? Student said yes. Then he went under the table and grabbed the box of sand and poured the sand in the jar, and sand also filled up all the gaps between pebbles and rocks. And then he asked, is the jar full now? Student said yes. And then he went under the table and grabbed the bottle of water and poured the water into the jar. Professor said, now the jar is full. He said, you see, this jar represents the limited time that we have. We all have 24 hours in a day. We all operate in the same 24-hour, 365 time frame. These rocks represent the most important tasks, the high priority activities. The pebbles represent important tasks but less important than the rocks. And the sand represents less important tasks, and water, of course, represent not important tasks at all. He said, if we do way around, we put the water first, then sand, and then pebbles, and then rocks, will rock fit in the jar? And obviously the answer is no. He explained that if you do most important activities in a day first, then the less important and other less important activities will fit in the gap between those activities. But if you do less important activities first, there will be no chance that you will do the most important activities. He said, in any industry or in anywhere, there are 20-80 rules apply. 20% of activities produce 80% of the results, and vice versa. 80% of the activities produce 20% of the results. And that's what the most important priority activities are that we should be focusing on, those 20% activities. That makes all the difference. You say, we will never have enough time to do everything, but we will always have enough time to do most important things. Peter Drucker, what he said? He said, it is absolutely useless to do the activities extremely well, which should not be done at all. People are measured in minor things. They are doing small activities so extremely well that doesn't matter at all. So you see, this is very important, setting priority and work on your top priorities only first. Another point I want to mention is no multitasking. You see, we cognitively, we cannot do multitasking. For example, if you are listening to conference call and at the same time if you are reading email, then you are not doing both things together. What you do is you just first listening to the conference call and then you read email. And then again you hear somebody talking on the conference call, so then your attention goes to the conference call and then again on the email. So you see, what you do is switch back and forth. And another scientific research says that it takes 11 minutes to get our attention back on the tasks once we are distracted. So if you are working on some important task and you are constantly distracted by people, by cell phone, or by SMS, or by email or social media or any other distraction, see how much time is wasted. The best way to do is, rather than multitasking, is which I call block of time method. Now these methods and all other things I discuss in other videos as well, and I keep saying it because this is so important. In that method, you take 60-minute or 90-minute block of time where you single-mindedly work in that activities, nothing else. You shield yourself from any possible distraction. You switch off your phone, no emails, and you can put the no disturb sign, or do any kind of things that necessary so that you can avoid any distraction. For that task, you single-mindedly working on that task. And then once you finish that block of the time, then 15 minutes or so you can rest. You can go and grab a cup of coffee, or you can just walk around, or you can just lie down on a chair and relax, or some lie down on the bed and relax, whatever. But for the 15 minutes, no work, just relax. Because what happens in athletes and in other sports and all these professions, relaxing is as much important as working out. So here, the same thing here, working intensely for that time, then relax. Then another block of the time where you're working intensely on another projects or other activities, then relax, and on and on and on. So this how you will increase your productivity by so much. So this is RAC method. If we recap, then RAC simply stands for record, which you record your activities throughout the day. So step 2 is analyze. At the end of the day, you will just analyze what you did or what you didn't do, and what were the time wasting activities and all sort of things. And step 3 is change. Of course, you have to change the time wasting activities, where you can reschedule everything. You can make a to-do list, you can arrange them according to the priorities, and then you can avoid multitasking. Instead, you can do the block of time method. And this is the RAC method. You can start using this method straight away. Now, this minute is all the time that we have. If you just work minute by minute and just live minute by minute, the hours, days and weeks will take care of itself. Future, we don't know. Past has all gone. We can't do anything about it. Now, the present is all the time that we have. Make things happen now.